This is a tiny island in the Pacific, but what's not so tiny is its massive influence on the global stage. At the heart of Taiwan, there's a company so critical that it may be the only thing stopping a superpower from launching an invasion. Welcome to Taiwan, where Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing Company, or TSMC for short, not only drives the global tech industry, but also serves as a key player in the escalating chip war between China and the West. Taiwan is a nation of about 24 million people, sitting just 100 miles off the coast of mainland China. It's a place that's been in a state of political limbo for decades, claimed by China, but operating independently. But today, we're not here to talk about its complex political status, we're here to talk about something even more intricate: computer chips. You see, TSMC isn't a household name like Apple or Google, but it's arguably more important than both of them combined. Why? Because TSMC makes the chips that power virtually every piece of advanced technology on the planet. Your smartphone? Probably running on TSMC chips. Your laptop? Same deal. That new electric car you want? You guessed it. TSMC chips are likely under the hood. Even the advanced AI systems and supercomputers shaping our future rely on TSMC's technology. But how did this one company on this small island become so crucial to the world? And why is it at the center of rising tensions between the United States and China? Now that's the most exciting part of the game. To understand TSMC's rise to prominence, we need to travel back in time. The year is 1987, and the global semiconductor industry is at a crossroads. Chip design and manufacturing have become increasingly complex and expensive. Many tech companies are struggling to keep up with the costs and technical challenges of producing their own chips. But there it was, Morris Chang, a Chinese-American engineer with a revolutionary idea. Chang had spent decades in the US semiconductor industry, rising through the ranks at Texas Instruments before being passed over for the CEO position. Frustrated but not defeated, Chang accepted an invitation from the Taiwanese government to help boost the country's tech sector. His vision was to create a company that specializes in manufacturing chips for other companies. This pure-play foundry model would allow tech firms to focus on chip design while outsourcing the complex and costly manufacturing process. And just like that, TSMC was born. At first, many industry insiders were skeptical. The prevailing wisdom was that chip design and manufacturing needed to be tightly integrated. But Chang was convinced his model could work, and he set out to prove the doubters wrong. Of course, that wasn't so easy. TSMC's early years were challenging. The company had to convince potential customers to trust them with their most valuable intellectual property, their chip designs. But slowly, surely, TSMC began to gain traction. As the 1990s went by, the digital revolution really took off. Personal computers were everywhere, mobile phones were getting smaller from big bricks to flip phones, and the internet was changing how we live and work. All these changes needed better, faster chips, and TSMC was right there to provide them. Year after year, TSMC poured billions into research and development, constantly pushing the boundaries of what was possible in chip manufacturing. They embraced a culture of relentless innovation, always striving to make their chips smaller, faster, and more energy efficient. Now, a bit of school. In the chip world, progress is often measured by Moore's law. That is the observation that the number of transistors on a chip doubles about every 2 years. And for decades, TSMC has managed to keep pace with this law, shrinking its chip designs from micrometers to nanometers. To put this in perspective, TSMC's most advanced chips today have features just 3 nanometers wide. That's about 1/30,000th the width of a human hair. At this scale, even a tiny hiccup, single atom out of place, can ruin a chip. To achieve this, it's clear you need some of the most advanced manufacturing facilities in the world. So, their largest factory, known as Fab 18, is a $17 billion mega facility covering an area equivalent to 22 football fields. Inside, the air is 10,000 times cleaner than the most sterile operating room. In these pristine environments, hundreds of multi-million-dollar machines work in perfect harmony, etching, depositing, and manipulating materials at the atomic level to create chips. The attention to detail paid off, and as TSMC's technological capabilities grew, so did its customer base. By the early 2000s, the company was manufacturing chips for a who's who of the tech industry: Apple, Qualcomm, Nvidia, AMD. All of these companies and more came to rely on TSMC to produce their most advanced designs. TSMC's success made other companies eager to replicate its pure-play foundry model, but they failed miserably at achieving the perfect blend of technological prowess and manufacturing scale. Even Intel, once the leader in chip manufacturing, couldn't come close. And how could they? TSMC commands approximately 55% of the global market for contract chip fabrication. Not even the largest oil company reaches that figure. By 2020, TSMC had become the world's most valuable semiconductor company with a market capitalization exceeding $500 billion. It now produces over 90% of the world's most advanced chips, giving it a near monopoly on the components that power our digital world. This makes Saudi Arabia's 12% share of global oil production look pretty small in comparison. TSMC's technological prowess is unmatched, but the company isn't resting on its laurels. In response to growing global demand and increasing competition, TSMC has committed to investing a staggering $100 billion over the next 3 years to expand its manufacturing capabilities. This massive investment will help TSMC maintain its edge in producing the world's most advanced chips. But, as you might expect, TSMC's rise isn't just a story of business success, right? This is where it gets more complicated and interesting. TSMC's power has moved into the geopolitical arena, putting Taiwan at the center of a high-stakes tech Cold War between the US and China. To understand why TSMC is so crucial to global politics, we need to zoom out and look at the bigger picture. In the 21st century, technological supremacy is synonymous with economic and military power, and at the heart of this technological race are semiconductors. These tiny chips are the brains of modern technology, essential for everything from smartphones to supercomputers, from autonomous vehicles to advanced weapon systems. Whoever controls the most advanced chip technology has a significant advantage in both economic competition and military capabilities. For decades, the United States has been the leader in semiconductor technology, with companies like Intel, AMD, and Nvidia designing the world's most advanced chips. But while these companies excel at chip design, they've increasingly relied on TSMC for manufacturing. Meanwhile, China has been working furiously to catch up. As part of its Made in China 2025 plan, the Chinese government has poured billions into developing its domestic semiconductor industry. Their goal? To achieve semiconductor independence and break what they see as a Western monopoly on advanced chip technology. China's largest chipmaker, Semiconductor Manufacturing International Corp. (SMIC), has pledged to invest $5 billion in extra capacity. But despite these efforts, China remains years behind in producing the most advanced chips. And this is where TSMC, and by extension Taiwan, becomes a key player. You see, Taiwan's unique political status puts TSMC in a precarious position. While Taiwan has functioned as a de facto independent nation for decades, China still claims it as its territory and has never ruled out the use of force to achieve reunification. This creates a delicate balancing act for TSMC. On one hand, the company has deep ties to the West, particularly the United States. Many of its most important customers are American companies, and it relies on US technology for some of its manufacturing processes. On the other hand, TSMC can't ignore the reality of its geographic location. China is a huge market and an increasingly powerful player in the tech world. Plus, there's always the looming possibility of Chinese aggression towards Taiwan. This complex situation has led to describe TSMC as Taiwan's Silicon Shield, a deterrent against Chinese aggression. The idea is that China wouldn't dare to invade Taiwan and risk disrupting TSMC's operations, as doing so would cripple the global tech industry and potentially spark a severe economic crisis. But this shield is a double-edged sword. While it may provide some protection for Taiwan, it also makes TSMC, and by extension Taiwan, an even more tempting target for China. If China could gain control of TSMC's advanced manufacturing capabilities, it would be a massive leap forward in its quest for technological supremacy. And this option is the one that has China drooling. So, what are countries doing about it? Well, in recent years, the US has imposed export controls on semiconductor technology to China, blacklisted Chinese tech companies, and even banned top talent from working for Chinese semiconductor firms. They want to slow China's technological progress and maintain the West's advantage in advanced chip technology. The US has also been pushing for more semiconductor manufacturing on American soil. In 2020, TSMC announced plans to build a $12 billion fab in Arizona, a move seen as a victory for the US in its efforts to secure its supply of advanced chips. But this friendshoring strategy faces significant challenges. Building cutting-edge chip fabs is incredibly complex and expensive. It's not just about the physical facilities, it's about the ecosystem of suppliers, the skilled workforce, and the accumulated knowledge that TSMC has built up in Taiwan over decades. You can't replicate that overnight. Recognizing this challenge, Taiwan has recently committed $300 million to chip-focused graduate programs to train the next generation of semiconductor engineers. This investment aims to ensure that Taiwan maintains its technological edge and continues to produce the highly skilled workforce that TSMC and other chip manufacturers need. Meanwhile, China hasn't been sitting around. Besides investing in its own chip production, China has been pressuring TSMC to set up more operations on the mainland. Some worry that China might use its economic power or even threats to get access to TSMC's advanced technology. I mean, China has become so powerful with its Belt and Road Initiative that it could buy TSMC in just one deal. All of this puts TSMC in a really tough spot. The company has tried to stay neutral, working with both China and the West, but as tensions grow, keeping that balance is getting harder and harder. Now, what do the investors have to say about all of this? Well, TSMC's founder, Morris Chang, who is 93 years old, told the New York Times that he doesn't think a Chinese invasion is likely, but some prominent investors are less optimistic. Billionaire Warren Buffett recently sold his $4 billion stake in TSMC, citing geopolitical risks as a primary concern. This move has sent ripples through the investment community and highlights the precarious position TSMC finds itself in. So, what would happen if the worst-case scenario came to pass? What if China were to invade Taiwan or otherwise disrupt TSMC's operations? Is it possible to happen? The Pentagon has identified multiple ways China could potentially use force against Taiwan. While a full-scale amphibious invasion is considered unlikely and would strain China's military capabilities, other options could be more feasible. A partial air and maritime blockade, for instance, would be nearly impossible for Taiwan to defeat on its own. Even a limited Chinese air and missile campaign could potentially cripple Taiwan's military and economy without the need for ground forces. If China carries out an invasion or takes control of TSMC, the consequences would be catastrophic, not just for TSMC in Taiwan, but for the entire global economy. Remember, TSMC produces 90% of the world's most advanced chips. A disruption to this supply would affect virtually every sector of the modern economy. Smartphone production would plummet. Automotive manufacturing, already struggling with chip shortages, would grind to a halt. The rollout of new technologies like 5G networks and artificial intelligence systems would be severely delayed. The global economy would likely plunge into a severe recession, potentially worse than anything we've seen in recent memory. And that's just the economic impact. The military implications would be equally severe, potentially shifting the balance of power in international relations. This TSMC nightmare scenario is precisely why the company has become so central to discussions about Taiwan's security and the broader US-China rivalry. For the United States, protecting TSMC and maintaining access to its chip-making capabilities has become a matter of national security. For China, TSMC represents both a tempting prize and a significant obstacle to its ambitions of technological independence. And for Taiwan, TSMC has become both a source of pride and a potential lifeline, giving the island leverage on the international stage. But this central role in the global tech ecosystem is what truly sets TSMC apart. The company has become a nexus of innovation, connecting chip designers, equipment manufacturers, and end users across the world. In many ways, TSMC is the glue that holds the global tech industry together. So, the awkward position it's in between China and the West, well, that's the price of having so much power. While TSMC's importance may provide some protection for the island, it also makes Taiwan an even more valuable prize in the eyes of China. So, where does this leave us? TSMC has become the world's most important company almost by accident. What started as a novel business model has turned into a cornerstone of the global economy and a key factor in international relations. The company's chips power our smartphones, our cars, our data centers, and our military systems. Its technological edge gives Taiwan leverage on the world stage and potentially deters Chinese aggression. And its central role in the global tech ecosystem makes it a key battleground in the ongoing US-China tech war. And that, my friends, is why TSMC is not just the world's most important company, but also a linchpin in the delicate balance of power between the East and the West. Its fate could well determine the course of the 21st century, shaping everything from our daily lives to the geopolitical landscape. So, you better keep an eye on this small island and its silicon giant. In the meantime, let me know if you liked this video with a thumbs up, comment on what you think, subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so you're among the first to know when a new video is up. See you next time.